The complete mid portion of the village has got swept out and the road has got blocked.
On the afternoon of the 5th of August, a calm stream in Uttarakhand's Uttarkashi district turned into a deadly force of nature. Around 1:45 p.m. local time, the Kheer Gad, also known as the Kheer Ganga, came crashing down from the hills through Dharali village. What was once a gentle flow suddenly became a raging torrent, carrying boulders, rocks and thick sludge. In minutes, the village market area was swept away, buildings reduced to rubble and lives lost in the chaos.
The situation here was dangerous and very horrifying. It happened at around 1:30 p.m. and we were nearby and saw a lot of people being swept away by the deluge. The floods also washed away a lot of houses and trees.
It is such a terrifying natural disaster that people don't even get any time to run. And we have come to know that a lot of people have died. It was horrific and the floods lasted for merely 10 seconds. And after that, the water started flowing normally.
Visuals from the site show floodwaters mixed with mud and rocks moving rapidly down the slopes, impacting houses, roads and local businesses. The flash floods turned into a deadly landslide. Rescue operations are currently underway. The exact number of casualties is yet to be confirmed. As scores remain missing, many are believed to be buried under layers of sediment and debris. The Uttarkashi Disaster Control Room has received inquiries for over 100 people who were in Dharali at the time. Their status remains unverified. Uttarakhand, with its steep slopes and fragile mountain terrain, is prone to landslides. The state has witnessed several deadly disasters over the years, making landslides a recurring nightmare for those who live here. In this episode of WION Wide Angle, we take a closer look at landslides, what they are, why they happen, and the chain of events they trigger. We'll also visit some of the deadliest landslides in India's history and understand what makes certain regions more vulnerable than others. Dharali, a temple town of about 200 people, is located at 3,775 feet above sea level in the state of Uttarakhand. A pit stop for Hindu pilgrims climbing to the temple town of Gangotri, one of the 4 sites of the Chota Char Dham. But now, this site is haunting every passerby. Locals in Uttarkashi recounted their devastating experiences. Some lost their homes and shops in the landslide. Residents say the wall of water came without warning, giving them little time to escape.
I have lost everyone. Everything got submerged over there. In Harshil, a lake has formed with the floodwater. Our army men who are like our brothers have also died. Our brothers from the army camp who are always there at our service. We have lost them as well.
Among those still searching for loved ones is construction worker Veer Singh. On the 5th of August, Singh had gone with his wife, Kali Devi, to a nearby town to get groceries, leaving behind their family at a workers' camp in Tharali. On their way back, heavy rains and landslides cut off the road to the camp.
On August 5th, we had come down as it started raining and we had to return home, but the roads were blocked here. Our 6 children were in Darali, area hit by flash floods. When the flash floods came and everything was flattened, we saw the news and the cell phones reachable till the cell phone tower was standing, but after the floods we could neither contact our children, nor was there any arrangement for us to go there.
You can only imagine what a mother is going through right now. I had come here to ask for help to reach the spot on a helicopter so that we can search for our children. Maybe they are alive. This is what I thought.
Their makeshift tin home, shared with their 3 sons, a daughter-in-law and 2 grandchildren, along with 21 other workers' homes, was buried under sludge by the surge of water. It's been several days since the devastating landslide hit Dharali, and rescue operations are still underway.
All teams have coordinated well in the rescue operations that are underway. They are trying to ensure that each and every individual is rescued and every possible help is offered. Considering this, more than 1,200 people have been rescued by helicopter services. Villagers, pilgrims and devotees visiting Gangotri Dam and Harsil have also been rescued.
Out of 8 villagers, we have recovered 1 body and 7 are still missing. Other than that, 8 army personnel and 25 laborers are said to be missing.
The Indian Army has also deployed sniffer dogs and drones to search for those missing after the deadly floods. Removing debris could take months. Nestled in the lap of the Himalayas, Uttarakhand's breathtaking beauty hides a deadly truth. The state is among the most landslide-prone regions in India. Steep valleys, fragile mountain slopes, and rivers carving their way through rocky terrain create a landscape of both wonder and risk. While pilgrims and tourists are drawn to its spiritual sights and scenic views, for the locals, living here often means living with the constant threat of nature's fury. Every year, the monsoon rains turn this paradise into a danger zone, triggering cloudbursts, flash floods, and landslides that can bury roads, homes, and entire villages in minutes. According to the National Disaster Management Authority of India, between 2015 and 2024, Uttarakhand experienced over 4,600 landslides, resulting in at least 316 fatalities. Pithoragarh district alone recorded around 100 deaths from more than 1,600 incidents, while Rudraprayag, Tehri and Uttarkashi also bore the brunt of these recurring disasters. Satellite data from 1988 to 2022 recorded 11,219 landslides across Uttarakhand, among the highest in India. Uttarakhand is highly susceptible to landslides due to a combination of geological, climatic and human-induced factors. Heavy rainfall during the monsoon season soaks the Himalayan soil, loosening rocks and boulders. Human activity has worsened the problem. Scientists and experts have often pointed at unplanned construction, deforestation, road widening, and large-scale infrastructure projects. They cut into the hills, weakening slopes. A landslide is the downward movement of rock, debris or earth along the slope. It falls under the broader category of mass wasting, any downslope motion of soil and rock caused by gravitational forces. Landslides encompass 5 modes of slope movement, including falls, topples, slides, spreads, and flows. Most landslides have more than one trigger. They occur when the gravitational pull on a slope outweighs the strength holding it together. This imbalance can be caused by intense rainfall or snowmelt, sudden changes in water levels, river or coastal erosion, rising groundwater, earthquakes, volcanic activity. Human disturbances like deforestation, construction, and mining also trigger landslides. Many times, it's a combination of factors that tips a slope over the edge. Landslides can have a severe impact, causing loss of life, property damage, and significant environmental disruption. They can destroy infrastructure, displace populations, and lead to long-term economic consequences. Landslides also alter landscapes and can impact water courses and ecosystems. From the Kedarnath landslide of 2013 to the Wayanad landslide of 2024, India has witnessed some deadly landslides in its history. Each of these disasters has left behind stories of destruction, loss, and survival. Located high up in the Garhwal Himalayas in Uttarakhand at an altitude of nearly 11,755 feet, the Kedarnath temple attracts millions of pilgrims every year. In June 2013, this sacred site became the center of one of the worst natural disasters to hit India since the 2004 tsunami. The banks of the Chorabari Lake in the region collapsed due to a sudden midday cloudburst that triggered massive floods and landslides. It swept away several settlements, including the one around the famous Kedarnath shrine. The disaster left close to 6,000 people dead and led to heavy losses to infrastructure and agricultural land. Over 9 million people and thousands of animals were affected. While landslides cannot be completely prevented, their risks can be significantly reduced through a mix of engineering solutions and community preparedness. Key measures include improving drainage systems to prevent waterlogging, reshaping slope geometry to reduce steepness, reinforcing hillsides with vegetation and retaining walls, and installing early warning systems that alert residents before a disaster strikes. One of the most promising examples of innovation in this field comes from Nepal, a country with some of the world's highest landslide vulnerability. Scientists here have developed an AI-powered early warning system called Safe Risks. This tool combines satellite imagery, ground sensor data, and climate forecasts using artificial intelligence to identify patterns and predict where and when a landslide might occur. Landslides have claimed thousands of lives and destroyed entire communities. Yet the threat continues to grow with climate change and reckless development. India cannot afford to wait for the next disaster. Urgent action is needed now. Stronger systems must be implemented to protect lives and safeguard the future of vulnerable regions.